This is Larry Anares making your day with part 6 of Philippine history for those who had flunked the subject. My chapter, Our History is an Incredible Romantic Miracle. Ours is the only society that was able to absorb the sons of Han, the Chinese. Everywhere else, they formed separate communities and prospered as a separate class and lived in ghettos called Chinatown. Fully 10% of the bloodline of the Filipinos is Chinese. And as a people, we are lighter and more chinky-eyed than our Malaysian brothers in Malaysia and Indonesia. The Chinese are part of us. Their economic roots in the Philippines are as manifold as those of the mangrove tree. The Filipinos have from time to time attempted to cast off the Chinese traders, but it has been the struggle of mythical Lao Kun, who together with his two sons was embraced to death by the serpents. W. Cameron Forbes, the American Governor General from 1909 to 1913, for whom the Forbes Park is named, expelled them by tens of thousands by virtue of no power whatsoever legally vested in him. But back they came as a huge trade developed between the United States and the Philippines. Their Philippine commercial empires are vast, so vast no one really knows, for their natural proclivity to remain off the skyline was enhanced by the desirability of doing so. Filipinos do not like them, and at times detest them, but far more than the brass and obvious American trade penetrations, the Chinese are the really more intelligent imperialists in the Philippines. More about this after these messages. This is Larry Anares making your day with part 6 of Philippine history for those who had flunked the subject. Chapter, Our History is an Incredible Romantic Miracle. One incident in the light of world history at the turn of his century was simply breathtaking. After the Katipunan was formed, but before the Spanish discovered it, the warship Congo of the Japanese Imperial Navy, commanded by Admiral Kinamura, dropped anchor in the Manila Bay. A Katipunan committee, headed by its chief, Bonifacio himself, Andres Bonifacio, sought the aid of Japan in the fight against Spain. Admiral Kanimura, though sympathetic, declined. Had Japan intervened, unquestionably, the Philippines would have been driven into the Asian vortex. The most far-reaching consequences of the lives and indeed the evolving personalities of the Filipino people themselves. For the soul of the Filipinos, it was the time of the Great Divide. Their history would flow either east or west. Lucky were we that Japan was too busy being involved in China and Manchuria and about to launch a war against Tsarist Russia. Otherwise, we would have had the Japanese slapping our faces long before World War II. That our history and destiny flowed to the West is one of the long series of incredible and romantic miracles. After the first Malay peoples entered the Philippines, the Ice Age retreated north, obligingly melting the land bridges by which they came. And in due course, they gave them the same incubation period with which early Britons were gifted when the melting waters of the English Channel parted them from the European mainland. When the seagoing Arabs came to this country, they brought the skills, but not the ills of India. They brought also Islam, which, whatever its merits as a religion as compared with that of the Hindu, is more vigorous and in physical sense more pragmatic in dealing with earthly affairs, and certainly more consonant with early fluid society of the Malays. More tomorrow, my dear friends. This is Larry Anares, making your day, saying good day, God bless you. Thank you very much for being with us. Till next time, hasta la bye-bye.